in the town of Lee on January, the other day month, June 24th, 2024, I don't know what date it is. All right, we're gonna call the meeting to order, open with public comment. If you have public comment, please come to the podium, state your name and address, limit your comments to 3 minutes, and address the board. Any takers? Okay. Appointments, Mr. Bullock.
So I know it says library siding, but it's not library siding on the agenda. We've got a good amount of money left from not having a winter, so I have a bunch of salt money and stuff. There's a bunch of siding that needs to get replaced on every building at the town center, the museum, the front building, the old town hall. So I was looking to spend somewhere around 5 to 7, depending on what I have left, come Friday, and just buy some siding, and then we'll replace it and paint it and put it up ourselves.
Okay, any questions?
What kind of siding? Cedar?
Yeah, double primed.
Okay.
It's already gonna be primed.
All right. And then you'll just paint it
White,
the white?
yeah. But like the back, the annex is pretty punky. So like pretty much the entire back has to get done and the wood side has to get done, so.
So I'm gonna make a cheeky comment. What kind of nails are you gonna use?
Stainless steel ring nails. Like,
Excellent answer.
Like you're supposed to use.
Excellent answer, Mr. Bullock. Excellent answer.
All right,
3-inch roofing nails.
sounds delightful.
Yeah.
All right, any other quotes?
No.
All right, public comment? All right, sounds great to me.
Sweet, I just wanted to make sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Will you make sure we let, I don't know, whoever uses those buildings know that they're coming to replace damaged boards?
Yeah, and I know Steve has been in
Oh, okay.
contact with folks there.
All right. Mr. Town Administrator.
Yeah, a couple of things. Update on community power. I redid the paperwork with actual community power. We are set to receive rates by Wednesday, which I will get to the board. As I mentioned earlier, that will roll out towards the end of the summer, and we should be on board by October with most of the towns around us in that same grouping. So look forward to that. I had exuberant conversation with Andrew Hatch from Community Power and a not so exuberant conversation with Emily Mann from Standard Power, but at this point it's a done deal and we're moving forward. Should see some good results.
So is there gonna be a mailing or a meeting? How will people know about it?
There's going to be a website. There'll be a link to our website or a link on our website. There'll be a mailing. I believe we're also going to have 1 or 2 community forums that will be advertised that people can come to. We'll have display information that we can place around the community as well of what's going on.
Okay.
So,
Is the Energy Commission maybe gonna have some information at the fair?
I can certainly talk to the Energy Commission. As soon as I have the rates, I'm going to talk to them and
Okay.
give them a heads up as to what we're looking at, and I'll get that to all of you as soon as I have it too.
Great. Thank you.
Couple of miscellaneous items. TD Bank. I talked to Keith Pike last week. I've had a series of rather bothersome setbacks with M&T Bank, and we had a little golden spell of about 4 months where everything seemed to be working well, and then it crashed hard. And I've spent a lot of time spinning my wheels to do basic things like pay our credit card bill, track account bases, get back online, that type of thing. And I'm very interested at this point in talking with Keith at TD Bank. TD has a true municipal banking division, which M&T and the other 4 banks that I've talked with in and around this don't have. So I talked with Ben Jeans about it this morning. He's on board, and Keith is going to give me a formal proposal that I'll bring to the board and also review with Ben before we move. But I think it's time. And in fact, our account, our 6-digit account that's our primary checking account, I guess because of the age and because of the number of digits it has, can't be utilized by any of the online systems at M&T. That was the last word I got on Friday after spending 3 days setting up an online account so we could do transfers and pay things electronically. They can't actually incorporate our central checking account into their online banking platform, so I suggested adding some zeros, or that was not an option either. Another item I wanted to ask the board, Friday, July 5th. I would be interested in closing the town office. I've talked to employees, it doesn't necessarily have to be the holiday. I think people are happy to use vacation time if need be to do that. I think Denise is on vacation that week. Town office is open until 12:30. The town clerk's office is closed. But I wanted to run that by the board before I...
Is everything closed on the 4th, including the transfer station?
Yes.
Okay. Can we make sure if you start letting people know that, because
I think that Steve had an interest in his people being able to take the 5th too, although I don't know how big a deal that is, Steve, that now that you guys are on 10-hour days, is that...
We've been working 8-hour days on holiday weeks because we get paid 8 hours for the holiday. So instead of working an 11-hour day, 2 days, we just go to the 8. So,
Okay.
but I can tell you that probably none of us are coming in on the 5th.
Okay.
It's,
I was trying to be more gracious.
I don't think any of us are. The only way we'll be in on the 5th probably is if the papers show up that week.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll be in because we don't really have a choice.
Okay. Oh, don't go away. Well, I have a question which involves both of you. Transfer station, when is their little credit card thing going to be working? I spoke to Chip, and Chip says it's there, but they don't know how to use it.
And hopefully by the end of this week, Denise actually sent me Carissa, the person that's setting this up's email, who Carissa's been on vacation for.
It's been set up. She completed the setup of the transfer station, but now they need to be taught how to use it.
Okay.
Is she coming to do that, or someone coming to do that?
No.
It did on the phone last time.
We did it on the phone, and I think probably what's going to happen is I'm going to go over and sit down with Joe and Chip and get Chris on the phone and do it.
The reason I ask is there was a gentleman creating this stink with Chip about, you need cash? I don't carry cash. So I said,
We do that all the time.
after he went away, did this thing, I asked Chip, and Chip says, yeah, it's out there, but we don't know how to use it, and I didn't know if it's working, and
Yeah, we had to run a cable from the building all the way through the building and into the office so we could get Wi-Fi out there.
okay.
We have a Wi-Fi transponder in the Vulcan shed now that
Yeah.
goes a fair distance outside. So and it's a chargeable wireless card reader, so Joe will be able to take it out to the vehicle
Okay.
and do it. It
Yeah.
just needs to be finalized.
So we had to hardwire stuff in there in order to get it to work. There's inside the building, there's no cell phone service because it's all metal.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we had to run our own wires.
So you're close.
Yeah.
We're very close.
Okay.
I didn't realize that Carissa called you back.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
The only other item.
Kristen, did you want to finish talking about the 5th?
Oh,
We didn't actually vote on it. Then we got distracted by the credit card, because that's what it is. Okay, any other comments about the 5th? Any concerns?
Well, as long as everybody's treated the same way. So I don't know if we want to consider just giving them the day off.
That would be what my,
So I make a motion that July 5th, this year and this year only, is an off day for Lee staff.
Right, I will contact the other department heads, let them know.
Well, we're not done. I just made the motion.
Second. All those in favor? Or
Aye.
discussion? Aye. Aye.
Very well, I will contact the other department heads and let them know. The only other thing I wanted to mention, we left non-public session at the last meeting and we're going to make a motion in public when we came out, and I think we were all excited about leaving and left.
Yes, I remember saying we need to put this on the agenda, but I don't remember what
I
it was.
didn't put it on the agenda, but I did write just a simple,
I didn't realize that we had made this decision. I thought we were waiting on it.
well, I think at the time we were waiting until we came out of non-public.
I think we're waiting.
What were we waiting for?
I thought we were still working with them.
No, I thought we
Okay.
decided we, yes.
Right. I make a motion to pay for the library roof replacement from the town buildings capital reserve fund. Cost estimated between $19,000 and $20,000.
Second.
Okay, discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Steve was still there.
So to let the pertinent parties know.
Yes.
Please, thank you.
I think Steve probably, one of the pertinent parties is here, so.
The sheathing up there did have holes in it, in the old,
Literal holes in the roof.
literal, yeah, in the original boards in the old schoolhouse section, there
Yeah.
were holes. Like holes. So. And then the backside was, all the shingles were extremely brittle, it was pretty bad.
But it's done.
Yep,
Okay.
100% done,
What was the final cut, do we know?
19.5, whatever the actual quote was, it came in, it came in right at budget.
Excellent. Thank you, Steve, for doing that.
And Scott Kemp helped us, because we had to find
Of some,
boards that were actual dimensional lumber to replace, so we didn't have a weird dip, and he had them, so,
Historically correct.
yeah, historically correct.
yes, that came up the other day. Somebody wanted some lumber, but they wanted it dimensional. And Scott says, no, I don't do dimensional. I do inch, 2-inch, whatever. I don't do 5/8 or whatever.
Yeah, so we needed inch boards, and he had inch boards, so.
Yep. Yeah, excellent.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, anything else? Under regular business? No? All right, consent agenda. So I would like to pull number 5, the order for the correction of hazardous building condition, because there is what I believe to be a typo in it.
Yep.
So we're just gonna double check that it is, fix it. And then I believe we also had a question
Number 2.
on number 2.
And also a question on number 4.
Well, do we have any concerns about pulling number 5?
No.
Okay, number 2. So we had Mr. Moreau's veteran tax credit, and whether or not we wanted to extend it for the 2024 tax year.
Yes, that is the question.
Yes.
Yes.
Does anybody like to say, am I reading that wrong?
No, you read it right.
He's making a weird face at me.
That's because it's about him.
Is it about me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Unless you change your name.
I think they got it under the previous one.
Oh,
Not the
okay.
new one, so you should get up and explain that.
Would you like to get up and explain it?
He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.
Might be me.
Scott Morrow, 4 Federal Hill Lane, Lee, New Hampshire. I have no idea what I'm going to explain, but I'm going to try to explain it anyways. Is this a $750 tax credit? So this is a $750 tax credit for all veterans in the town of Lee, not just me, right?
You're requesting,
Service-connected total disability tax credit.
Or is that for me? Oh, that's from, okay, all right, so yes, okay. So this one is for me with the 100% permanent total disability. Okay, all right, now I know what we're talking about, because I thought it was for the $750 for all veterans. So this one is the additional $2,000 for me because
Yeah.
of permanent total disability.
Yeah, you wrote a letter explaining why you
Oh.
thought you should have it backdated to
Okay.
2024 tax year.
Did I? I guess I did.
Would you like to see it?
Did you have it?
I mean, I do. Are you, Andy's got it?
Oh, God, yes, okay, now I remember this. I apologize.
It's okay. We
I had a
all,
stroke.
we all have those days. Come on. It's all right.
It's just so
Don't have to
many
divulge
times
that.
you can do that.
Okay, now I understand what we're talking about. Yes, so it is about me, that's what the face was, so, okay, I'm gonna go sit down now.
Okay. Do we have any comments, questions?
Other than laughing a little bit, yes, I would like to, what's the good word? Accept
You'd like
or
to-
approve his request
Yeah,
to
tax year
apply to this
2024.
particular tax year.
Yeah, I have no concern about that. Mr. Vincent? Okay. Do we need to vote on that, or? is that
It
enough?
gets signed in consent.
You know.
Were we signing to backdate it, or signing for the future?
You're
No.
signing to go, to put it in place
This current fiscal year.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understand.
for this year, yeah.
All right, what was your question, your number 4 as well?
Number 4 is a question really to Denise and Andy.
Yeah.
Were these 2 positions advertised as being available? It's one of my little sticking points. If there wasn't, I'm not inclined to approve this at this particular time.
I do not believe they were advertised, no, this was a recommendation directly from the planning
All
board.
right, we've been through this, at least I remember, we've been through this before, that positions like this need to be advertised as being available. So it's not just, So I would like us to hold on this and have Denise and or Andy advertise them that they're available. And if anybody's interested, to contact Selectman's office.
When did their terms run out?
March.
Oh, so these positions are open since March. Wow.
I'll pull the 2 that we have, and I'll let the planning board know that
Well, that's just me. It takes one more to feel the same way. If they don't feel that way, that's fine, but,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's appropriate that people have an opportunity
yeah.
to, I mean, but what do you consider, like, quote-unquote advertised? Like, what's
In the
satisfactory?
e-crier and stuff,
we can put it in the e-crier, we can put it on the website.
because
Or on
there's
Facebook.
another section in there for other boards that are looking for people, just included in that.
And it hasn't been included in that since March?
No, these are people that, I mean, yes, they're open, but they expired in March and then they,
Just,
The
no,
They're
board just-
existing members that the board.
I
would
know,
like
I
to
just
appoint.
wasn't sure if it was never, if it was, okay. I thought maybe you
no,
had mentioned.
I notified them that they were, they were expiring in March. And then the planning board went through their process to indicate that they wanted to be on it again.
Yeah, Denise lets people know when they're expiring, and then we leave it.
Did
to
Karen
the
get any
committees to
other
come back to us.
applications? Because sometimes they do get more than one application, and I know that they do make suggestions for the ones that they think are best fits. Do we know if they had
I
that
do not
discussion?
know.
That
Okay,
I'll have to have a discussion with the planning board if you want to go ahead with it.
I think if we want to go ahead with this, I think they need to understand that going forward, if they have an opening or somebody's position expired and we're appointing somebody else or the same person, that needs to be advertised for a period of time. And I'm not thinking, months and months, but it needs to be available so if somebody else is interested, they have an opportunity. Maybe they're not chosen, maybe they are chosen, doesn't make any difference. You need to make that thing available, that position available for them, so.
So then what I should do in March is advertise all the ones that are, that are expired,
Yeah, we can, and I can let, other
because they wouldn't.
boards
advertise.
know.
Yeah.
Well, technically, they should, they're responsible for recommending the candidates to the board, so.
Yeah, but they wouldn't put it in the e-crier, put it on the website.
No.
So,
Yeah,
I don't even have to ask them. If the board wants me to do that, then that's what I'll do in March of every year.
yeah, I agree with that, there's no reason not to let people know. I do think it's advertised everywhere, so if you're really excited to be on the planning board,
Yeah.
you probably were paying attention, but. Any other,
Are we doing it from this day forward, or are we doing?
Did you agree that you'll pull it?
Are we pulling those?
I would say that we pull those and let advertise, and then if they don't get any applications, then that's fine.
fine,
Okay.
but let's have a decision by the next select board meeting. If no one's even reached out by the next select board meeting, then
That's
there's
fine.
nothing even to worry about. No one's going.
Okay.
By the 3rd of July. I need to let Karen know by the 3rd of July.
Well, no, if I'm gonna advertise them, then I'll do it this Friday in the e-crier.
Right.
Next week is the 4th of July, so I'm off, and then the next meeting is when you want
The 8th of
the
July.
8th of July. Do you want them back on or not? Okay.
Yeah, no one's All right, anything else from the consent agenda?
You're pulling 5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, then I move to accept the consent agenda with the removal of the planning board appointments for Houston and LaCourse and for the removal of the order for correction of hazardous building condition.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There you are. Maybe just manifest as well.
Can you give me the yellow one? There you go. And yes, I did review the manifest.
Thank you.
Do you sign
Where?
it? It's on where it says sign here.
Oh, jeez. Must be a mental block, getting so used to Denise's little stickers here.
Just for the record, tax revenues have been coming in steadily and well, and we're in good shape. I'll be delivering that school check tomorrow, so we'll be in a little worse
I
shape.
was so excited about that. That just made my day. I saw that today.
Well,
still do the county one electronically, right? Can you do the school one electronically as well? or no?
We do not, because the school tired of M&T Bank and switched to TD, and we lost the
Oh.
ability to electronically transfer.
So if we switch to TD, can we then?
We will then get that ability back,
Oh,
Very nice.
fantastic.
which will save me a drive to Durham.
Great.
Since some of the check issues that we had with check manipulation and check theft, the $1 million checks I've been driving over and handing them as opposed to leaving in our mailbox or running through the Manchester post office where things seem to get stolen and manipulated. In fact, they've started running ads on television about
Really?
the dangers of check manipulation with an eye towards Manchester.
Any old business updates?
I have none at this time.
Okay, no new business?
Heritage Commission is replacing the pump house on George Bennett Road. If you've ever noticed it, it's become dilapidated. So one of our members is going to replace it. He's taken the dimensions and he has the frame done. He's gonna transfer the frame, remove the old structure, put the new one on, and then put siding and roofing on it. So it will look brand new. It's been there since 20s. It houses a well that the state used to test. So, but sometimes people notice it, some people don't notice it. So,
Okay, anything else? No? Okay, just CNL for not public?
I've got nothing for now.
Oh, pamphlet. Well, then. Anything else?
motion to adjourn.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.